Hello, Tops Now fans, and welcome to Tops Now today. Today is January 28th, 2021, and I will be reviewing the Advent set that has been going on since 2018. As you can see, cards are numbered from 20 to 1. And they come out about 20 days before Christmas, generally. They did a really good job in 2018 and 2019, but not so much in 2020, just like everything else. 2020 kind of got things screwed up. I'm not going to talk about every card, but I will talk about the key cards in the sets and explain some issues that they're having and talk about some prices on eBay. My prices on eBay, when I talk about prices on eBay, is not necessarily sold items. It's basically what is being asked for a card. Because what is being asked for Tops Now or cards like these that are online and on demand, it's basically on availability. Pretty much any other card out there has hundreds of thousands of copies. These have hundreds of copies at best. Some have a couple thousand, but most only have a couple hundred. And so it's all about availability and what someone on eBay is asking for the card. So without further ado, let's talk about the 2018 set. All sets, there's 3 sets, have 20 cards. The first card issued was the Mike Trout card, and it printed 1,275. And 1,275 is a lot for online cards. You might not think if you're a Mike Trout collector, it's like, wow, 1,275. I pay big money for a pack pulled, less than 2,000 card of Mike Trout. You can still get this card for about $10. And the reason being is, like most now stuff, these are bought up by just a few individuals, maybe 15 or 20, buy incredible amounts of them, and they sell them at just a little bit over cost. And so that's why some of the cost doesn't rise on these because they just haven't run out yet. Once they run out, the price goes through the roof. And that's what we'll talk about. The second card in the set, which is Clayton Kershaw. Clayton Kershaw you can only find on eBay for $80 ask. $80. That's because there's only 509 of these cards printed of the soon-to-be, well, not soon-to-be, within maybe 10 years, this guy will probably be in the Hall of Fame. So there's only 509 copies, so the ask is $80. Is the card worth $80? That's a different question. Some of these cards I have gotten $60, $70, and actually $80 I think is the highest I've ever gotten on one of these cards. But some of the asks are way over that amount. And likewise, there are people who own the sets that are willing to give them away for a lower amount. Basically, I'm just going to run through these other cards while I'm talking, but basically, they have the sets and they're willing to part with them, but they're hiding in the fact that a lot of the cards with these borders, just like pack pull cards, have a lot of problems with centering and condition. And you're not going to get 100% centered cards if you're buying those $200 sets of 2018s from someone. That Bryce Harper we just looked at goes for about $20. The Aaron Judge is about $15 card. There's only 1,140 of those made. So I'm going to go through these pretty quickly. Unless there's something that you really need to see. There's the Ozzie Albies. As first rookie was issued out. There's only 541 of those. The Rafael Devers was the first rookie that came out. There's only 541 of those, and you can still get those for about $10 a piece. And you have the incredible Ronald Acuna Jr. rookie, and you can see what your pack pulled go for right now as just an incredible amount of money for a PSA 10. And a PSA 10 of this card, you can get this card base raw for about $15. And there's only 1,669 of these ever made compared to the hundreds of thousands of the pack pull cards that are out there. Actually, I bet you there's more PSA 10 in the population than there are population of this card existing. So I highly suggest the Ronald Acuna Jr. card at $15 a piece if you're going to invest in this set. That was one of the best ones. Not so much maybe the Kershaw, but definitely the Acuna Jr. You should be picking those up. Almost any of the rookies in here are pretty good. Now the Francisco Lindor is our first really big money card. There's only 490 of these, and like I said, the flippers, what we call the people who buy up 20 of these at $3.99 a piece and $3.99 a piece and sell them for $5 on eBay. They're making very little money, but they're trying to get rid of them. They tried to get rid of them. Once they got rid of them all, then nobody has them for sale. Everybody has them at home. So then you wind up with a $130 ask on eBay. Yeah, granted, the card's not worth $130, but anything's worth what somebody's willing to pay for it. Also, like I said, you could get this whole set for about $200. That's just the actual ask price on that one particular card. The Juan Soto, only 1,303 were printed. 1,303 of probably one of the best players in baseball right now. You can get these for $25 on eBay right now. Be careful. A lot of people use screenshots of when they were for sale on Topps for their advertisements, and you'll get these cards in and you'll get them in and they'll all be off center. I bought 11 of these just last month and I had to send them all back. I bought them at less than the $25 each, and you get what you pay for. They were all off center. So there are 11 cards I know out there for sure, and that print run will never be a 10. Walker Buehler also has a rookie in the set, which is pretty cheap. The Javi Baez card has a $130 ask on eBay because it's run out from the flippers have run out of them. There's only 542 of these made. Jose Ramirez is the short print of the set, so probably a good one to pick up. You can get those for about $50, or like I said, go out there and buy the entire set. There's 3 or 4 sellers out there that have them for right around $200. The Gleyber Torres is about a $15 card, a rookie card. More to talk about in his other cards and the other sets, but the number 1 card is the Shohei Ohtani rookie, which you can get fairly cheap. Like I said, you can buy the whole set for about $200 on eBay. These are great to put up, especially if you have them in PSA 10 during the holidays. You know, talk about the players and where they were at that particular year. A lot of fun. The second year it came out, since the flippers were really heavy on these, they still had a bunch of these in stock. When the next year came around, they didn't buy so many of these because they thought, well, I went too big on these, so I don't buy too many of these. And you wind up with a lot lower print runs in the 2019 set, unlike the 2018 and the 2020. You cannot buy that anywhere that I have found in completion, like a whole complete set. And so when the prices are asked for these on eBay, it is the only card out there. It is the eBay one of one, basically, as people say. I don't like that saying, but I would never put it on one of my auctions, but they are, in fact, eBay 101s. So the 2019 set, as you can see on the top card, that's got Fernando Tatis rookie. And now you look at his rookie card in PSA 10, and how many thousands and thousands of those are printed in boxes. There are only 938 of the Fernando Tatis rookies. I highly suggest picking up one of these at the $25 level that they have on eBay. Now, I'm not selling these. I'm not telling you to go out there and buy my cards. Okay, I'm not even selling this. I wouldn't sell this card right now because it's worth a hell of a lot more, in my opinion. You have Juan Soto's card, his second year card. It's only 522 printed, but you can still get it for about $8. Jose Altuve. The next big card in the set is the Gleyber Torres second year card. They only printed 423 of these, and there's only one of these flippers that have them out there, and he's one of the smart ones that actually pays attention to his auctions and raise the price according to his sales. And so a lot of these flippers will just put them up there, when I call them fire and forget flippers, and they just basically leave them up there, and they sell them for $5 to $7, never changing the price until they're gone. It's basically like you get some inventory in your store, you sit it up on their eBay store, and you let it sit there until it's gone. At least this flipper has paid attention to his sales, and he is the only seller out there, and the price is raised to $30 per card for number 423. A 423 print run, card number 17, Gleyber Torres. So you're seeing his card move up, and it's simply because of the fact there's only one person selling them. And so he basically controls the market. Christian Yelich, only 332. Shohei Ohtani, most of these cards were between $7 to $10 still. Even Eloy Jimenez hasn't moved up. And here's a rookie, Eloy Jimenez, with only 463 printed. So you can still pick these up from flippers, but once the flippers don't have them, the sky's the limit on these. And you'll see as we come up a little further in to the second Mike Trout card from the series, the 2019 Mike Trout only printed 551 compared to 1,275 in 2018 and 1,999 in 2020. This one only, it's a fourth of what was printed. So 551. You can only find this card, and now I will tell you it's my card that's listed up there. It's the only one listed up there right now. It's listed up there for $1,000, and I only put it up there as to draw attention to the price. I think the Mike Trout is worth $1,000. What's a 551 print run Mike Trout? The greatest, the GOAT, right? The greatest of all time right now. So only 551. If you don't have one, if you have one, good. If you don't have one, you're missing out. And you're not going to get one from me for less than $1,000. Somebody else will probably sell it for lower, but that is yet to be seen on eBay, at least in the last couple of months. Max Scherzer, and then we get even higher because this card here, the Justin Verlander, was up until 2020 the very lowest printed card in the entire Advent set, which is 257 of them were made, only 257. And again, there are two people who have these for sale, and they only have one each, and they're selling them for $3,000 each. That's what they're asking. Of course, again, the card is probably not worth near that, but that's what they're asking, and they're the only ones asking. The only ones selling, actually. And same goes with this one, except for of those two sellers, there's only one seller of the Cody Bellinger card, which is this guy, and I asked $10,000 for it. $10,000 for that card right there. I will never get $10,000 for this 290 print run Cody Bellinger, but no one else is offering the card for sale. So, I mean, you can go out there and put up an advertisement, and maybe you'll get one. Maybe you'll get one, but who's holding these? There's 290 of them out there. That's all. Jacob deGrom. I don't think there's many other in this set that are. I keep a spreadsheet of all cards put out by Topps on their online, on-demand sets. We'll come up to the Ronald Acuna Jr. card, which is doing very well. This is a second-year card, Ronald Acuna Jr., another one of the great young players in Atlanta, and there's only 394 of these, 200 less than the Trout, and it's $45 right now. 45 right now. It's probably destined to go up. Aaron Judge, this one only 603 printed, $20 card. only 338 of this the Brewers rookie, and you can still get this card for $7. If I was a big Brewers fan, I'd go out there and buy them all up. You could control the market on your own. And Pete Alonso, only 1,106. Now, this guy had 52 home runs. $5. The guys are selling it for $5. The flippers are selling it for $5. All right. Let's get on to the 2020 set. Not a whole lot going on in this set because the flippers still have a bunch of them, but you can just tell you that they'll run out soon enough. Only 348 of the Cody Bellingers. I think they're getting ready to move north. The Gleyber Torres has already run out. Flippers have already run out. There were only 275 of these, and they're up to $80 a piece on the ask side. Bo Bichette's rookie, only 1,023 printed. You can get them for under $10. The Harper, 414, you can get for $6. That's the very first Philly card in the entire run, 3-year run so far. Gavin Lux, only 619. His cards are really heating up on eBay that I've seen, getting ready for the new season. Tatis, still getting them $8, so that it's under 1,000, just under 1,000 cards of that printed. Ronald Acuna's moving up about $12 a piece. The Judge is a nice one in this set. 435 if Judge can stay healthy. It's a $20 card. Kyle Lewis is in this set. You can still get those cards for $6 a piece. There's less than 1,500 of them made. When we come to the Mike Trout, there's 2,000 of these made, 1,999, and you can still get them for $6 a piece, and you'll be able to get them for $6 a piece for the next couple of years probably. It's not a card that you probably should invest in. It is a small amount of Trout cards if you think about it in the grand scheme of things, but you can still get it for $6, and you will be until those flippers run out or they pull their heads out of their asses and raise their prices. The Corey Seager, 314 printed. This card is way undervalued. Last I checked, there is one flipper, Garcia's Collections, who sells this card for $7. He's one of those fire and forget flippers, and he's the only one selling it. And it is the lowest printed card in an entire three-year run. And I believe it will be the lowest card in the 3-year run for perpetuity. In perpetuity? Well, whatever. Forever. Only 244 of these were made, and I believe the price value should be somewhere in the neighborhood of $50. But unless Mr. Garcia raises his prices or he runs out of cards, it's still a $7 card. Javi Baez. And the next one that has run out of flippers' hands already is a 288 print run Freddie Freeman. That's his first one in the whole three-year series because he was the MVP. He got card number 3, but they only printed 288. There's $80 ask on that card on eBay right now, and that's the only one. And Lewis Robert, the big Lewis Robert, 2,221. He's not the highest printed. The highest printed was the Shohei Ohtani from 2018 at 2,163. Was it? Nope, I'm incorrect. Lewis Robert is the highest printed. So you can still get these for $6 a piece. But there is only 2,221 of them made. So still a pretty decent investment for $6. And your Mookie Betts is the last card that came out in 2020. And so the next time I'll review these cards is when the 2021 set is completed, and I'm putting my Christmas decorations and Christmas lights up. And then I'll put these back in the vault to marinate a little bit longer. Thanks for watching. And as I like to say, you got yours?